following show contains adult content. It's not our intent to offend anyone, but we want to inform you that if you are a child under the age of 18 or get offended easily, this next show may not be for you. The content, opinions, and subject matter of these shows are solely the choice of your show hosts and their guests, and not those of the Entertainment Network or any affiliated stations. Any comments or inquiries should be directed to those show hosts. Thank you for listening.
To the Adventures of Pipeman on W4CY Radio.
Wake up, America! It's time for the Adventures of Pipeman on W4CY.com, West Palm Beach's #1 internet radio station. Here's your host, the Pipeman.
Yo! What the fuck? It's Wednesday. What the fuck Wednesday on the Adventures Pipeman W4CY Radio. And what the fuck? We got some pipe nuts here. Let's bring on the swamp nut and the studio nut.
Hey, y'all.
Whoa, what the fuck is wrong with you, swamp nut?
Nothing. Why?
Are you trying to prove to the world that aliens do exist on Earth? Is that what your purpose is here?
Absolutely. I'm here to bring a kiss.
What the hell is that kissing? Is it a camel?
No,
that doesn't look like a kiss.
Is it a
it
camel
looks like a kiss.
toe?
It even says kiss on
Looks
it.
more like an alien probe.
Is that your butt plug?
It's an alien probe.
Hershey's.
It's not Hershey's, it's pink, it's a butt plug.
It says.
Yeah, that's how they got you to buy it. You know,
and it looks like it's made out of silicone.
Yeah,
it is made out of silicone.
You people in Louisiana, again, with your education system here, okay? Somebody took advantage of your education system by trying to convince you that was a kiss, a chocolate kiss.
And I didn't say chocolate.
When
I said it was
in
a
fact, it is a butt plug.
It is not. Oh my God.
Okay, I bet you should try this right now. I bet you if you put it in there
I'm not gonna.
and tested it, it would fit perfectly. In fact, you could probably use that as your earbuds for the show. Since you talk out your ass.
No, it is a kiss, just like this one, a kiss. And it came in a box. It even says Hershey's Squishies Kisses.
Was that a gift for somebody plugging your butt?
First of all, that's an exit only, darling, and that's not, gonna
Did it
happen.
come free with a purchase from the adult store?
No.
And okay. Yeah, what's that all about all over there? You must have done something. Did you peg some guy or something?
Did I what? No.
Peg some guy.
No. That is not my job.
Rebel, I did not peg you for that kind of girl.
You're right, because it ain't. No, indeed.
She's a pegger.
No, I'm not.
We're gonna call her Pegger Nut. We're gonna call her Pegger Nut from now on.
No. And for you guys, Mardi Gras?
And what the fuck is that?
An anal dilator for men. It is not. It's a freaking toy.
I thought it was like a it was like a vagina ring. You know how a cock ring is, but a cock ring would be much smaller than that. It's a vagina ring for women who have had children already.
This is a favored Mardi Gras throw this year. I got one. I didn't get my man hat.
I think it's a trick diaphragm for if somebody wants to get pregnant, but they don't want the other person to know. They pretend like it's the diaphragm, but it's got a hole in it.
No.
How many times have you poked a hole in somebody's condom before they pegged you?
No. Why in the world would anybody want to do that?
There are people that do that.
Okay.
It's called a trap.
Not me.
That's why it's What the Fuck Wednesday, so we could talk about stuff like that. You know what else is what the fuck? What the fuck is with people? I just don't understand. Can you give me a story that has happened to you in the past 2 days that you just say, what the fuck? Let's hear it from both of you.
Juan first.
No, ladies first.
Oh, of course. Well, okay. So what the fuck? All right. So when you're in an open relationship
Uh-huh.
and you ghost people
Uh-huh.
or lie about things that you
Uh-huh.
did,
Yeah.
why would you do that? You're in an open relationship. There's no
Because
need.
no matter how open you think it is, people are humans. They have feelings and it affects them even if they say they don't. Or maybe they agree to an open relationship, but that's not what they really want, but they know that's all they can get. How about those as just two reasons?
Well, okay. So the ghosting. One, I
Ghosting's
would
just added a question, disrespectful, period, to anybody at any time, no matter what they do. There's never a good excuse to ghost somebody
this is
unless you die. Then it's a good excuse.
well, still, somebody you should have something in place to tell someone that this is going to be happening.
I mean, it is a big thing, pet peeve of mine. It's also hanging up is a big peeve of mine. Like, I don't care how angry you are, how much you fight. I'm a firm believer that when you're on the phone with somebody, you do not just hang up on them as like rude as what the fuck.
Agreed.
So, back to your scenario, Swamp Nut. Does that kind of explain things to you, or are you still confused?
No, I wasn't confused. I just don't understand why do it.
Well, that now is that what I said to you? Would that be an understanding reason of why to do it?
There's no reasonable reason to do it, so no.
What about
I
you?
mean, that might be someone's excuse, but not a
What,
reason.
what about you, Studio Nut? What do you think?
About
Well, we're just
everything that she
talking
said,
about. Are
or
you paying attention?
well, the open relationship thing is more so like the relationship was so open that they left you on open. They just left you on red. That's fine. That's how open the relationship was.
See,
No.
before Swamp Nut taught me what an open relationship was, I just thought it meant she kept her legs open until the guy was ready, like just basically all day, 24/7.
No.
No, but that sounds better.
Well, technically, okay, so technically, if you examine what you're saying literally, that's exactly what it would mean.
Yep.
No.
Do you have
Why
a
do I get
sign
this
that
information?
says bridge is closed? How do they know? If
Not
it's an
handy.
open relationship, how do they know when it's closed?
When you redo your contract and close the relationship.
I mean, I'm just not. I could never do an open relationship, okay, because
What's the difference
it's
between open
gross.
relationships and dating other people?
Well,
Dating many people. There you go.
well, I don't think I'd want to be with somebody dating many people either. Like my junk will fall off.
Yeah, no. The risk
All
is
right.
too high.
It's gross. It's kind of
You gotta be
gross.
Yeah,
careful.
STDs are like what, one in every 4 people?
Well,
Very rampant apparently in
that's just
Florida.
for herpes, okay?
Depending on
And
which one, but it's kind of like almost the same for almost everything. It's the risk is just too big.
well, is the risk big if you're at Disney though? That's what I want to know.
Well,
Okay?
you're paying for a premium, so
Oh wait,
they help you
if
lower that
they
risk.
weren't listening yesterday, they don't know about this yet, okay? But we'll play it for them in a few minutes. But there's something going on having to do with sex and Disney. You're gonna have to wait and watch this. It's gonna be amazing. But first of all, oh my God! Right before the show, I love when it's right before the show. Right before the show, we had a major announcement, and now the pipe man. Oh my God! It makes decisions so much harder because, like, if you've heard before, on the Pipe Man radio tour, there were some switch ups this year. Okay, and so Bourbon and Beyond is before Louder Than Life. Okay, the week before in Louisville, Kentucky. I keep trying to say it right. I think I'm saying it right now, but probably not. Because I grew up with Louisville, but I have to learn how to put that invisible L into the
Newville.
word. Okay, but the thing is, I love Bourbon and Beyond, and I used to cover it all the time. But then there was Riot Fest that was at the same time as Bourbon Beyond, and there would always be this like really big name, like the original Misfits or like Slayer, and I'd be like, oh well, I'm going to cover Riot Fest, and plus it's good, a little diversity, different festivals. So this year, when they came out for the lineup for Bourbon and Beyond, I was like, damn. This year, I really got to make a decision. I don't even know what the lineup is yet for Riot Fest. What am I going to do? And, you know, if you put questions out there in the universe the proper way, you will get the answer. And so I got the answer because literally like within an hour after me saying that, it came out that Louder Than Life, that Bourbon and Beyond and Riot Fest were not going to be on the same weekend this year. Like first time I even know of. Wow. However, this is where I always say God has a sense of humor and say what the fuck at the same time. Because, okay, when you ask for things, whether it's the universe, whether it's prayers, whether it's just asking yourself or asking somebody else, you have to be very specific and clear on your request. You could tell another human being something you want, and they could hear something different based on what you say. So you have to be very, very specific. So obviously, I was not specific. Obviously, God has a sense of humor because they moved Riot Fest to the same weekend as Louder Than Life.
No.
What the fuck? And not only that, they already announced this before, but Slayer, who was supposed to play at Louder Than Life last year, got canceled because of weather, because of hurricanes and tornadoes. Like, I'm sorry, what a perfect time to play Rain and Blood, but when there's a tornado and hurricane going on. But I guess it wasn't safe for anybody, so I guess they made the right move. I'm just like, I would have liked to have been there. You know, if you live by the sword, you gotta die by the sword. Also a Slayer reference. But so now Slayer was nice enough because they didn't have to come back and play. They're coming back and they're playing this year at Louder Than Life since they didn't get to play last year. So I got super, super excited about that. Then I found out Riot Fest and there's been some hints of lineups at Riot Fest. And again, I'm saying what the fuck, because it's going to be a very, very difficult decision. And there's been some hints about Louder Than Life's lineup until today, right before the show. Juan, show them what they've won.
Louder Than Life, America's loudest festival, returns to Louisville this September with Slayer, Deftones, Avenged Sevenfold, Bring Me the Horizon, plus Sleep Token, Suicide Boys, Bad Omens, Rob Zombie, A Perfect Circle, Marilyn Manson, Evanescence, Knocked Loose, 3 Days Grace, Lamb of God, and so many more. Louder Than Life. September 18th through 21st in Louisville, Kentucky. Passes are on sale now at louderthanlifefestival.com.
Oh my God. I mean, like, seriously? Like, the rest of the lineup, too, are some of my most favorite bands. Do you know what they are, Rebel?
Did you make a decision?
Well, I don't know the Riot Fest lineup yet, but I'm pretty sure I'm decided because, listen, it's Slayer. Okay, so that decides it right there. Bring Me the Horizon is in my top 5. Exodus is one of my favorite all-time ever bands. They'll be at Louder Than Life. Testament is one of my all-time favorite bands. They'll be at all my favorite thrash metal bands will be there. Municipal Waste. Oh my God, the lineup. There's an endless amount of names. You're gonna have to go to louderthanlife.com, check out the lineup, follow them on Facebook, follow them on Instagram, get your tickets. Okay, I'm telling you right now. And say it isn't so. We're giving away tickets to Louder Than Life. So DM me at Pipeman Radio. to enter to win, you're going to probably have to answer a question, and every question might be different, so you can't cheat. But it's going to be a lot of fun and freaking louder than life. I think it's going to be the best festival of the whole year. I don't know yet. I am. It's like such a great year in 2025 for the Pipeman Radio Tour. I can't even believe it. And added to the Pipeman Radio Tour is a new feature attraction. We are bundling a package now, okay, where you can get the Pipeman Groupon and this.
Couples can now make love inside Disney World. Disney has just added love nests to the Magic Kingdom. For only $200 an hour, you can rent out one of these exclusive private rooms where couples can make love with a view of Cinderella Castle. There is a maximum limit of 6 people per nest. However, if you want to have more than 6 people with you, you must pay an extra $50 per person. In order to maintain your privacy, there is a double-sided mirror which allows you to see Cinderella Castle and the rest of the Magic Kingdom, but doesn't allow anyone else to see inside. This is important for the people in the room making love, as well as the people walking around Disney World, especially since there are so many kids. Naturally, Disney chose Valentine's Day to launch these brand new love nests. However, not everyone is in love with this idea. In fact, many parents think that it's gross that Disney would allow these rooms inside their park. This, of course, is because it's a park for families. Meanwhile, proponents of this say that it's about time Disney allows people to make love inside their theme parks. Disney adults feel before Disney was violating their First Amendment rights. For more on these love nests, click the link in our bio or visit mousetrapnews.com.
Okay, so
How was it
bundle it
violated?
here. Okay, no, so now bundle it with the Pipeman Groupon. Children not included. You know how they say like batteries not included, children not included. Okay, but no, seriously, that's I don't know why does it have to be brought to Disney? Okay, like can't it just be left at the sex clubs? Why or at the hourly
The thing is, like,
hotels?
they're also encouraging orgies because they said up to 6 people. If you want more than 6 people, you have to pay an extra 50 per person.
But I mean, 6 people, that's a lot of action. I mean, can you really handle more than 6 people? I mean, there's not even 6 entry or exit points.
I don't even have a 6th sense.
Well, see? What about you, Rebel? What do you think? Would you?
I think there
Oh,
was
she would take
no
all 6
time.
people.
There's no, oh God, no. There's no time for 6 people in a room for an hour. No.
What if you're just all doing it separately?
Yeah, you would
So,
get a
3 couples.
Well, see, what happens is,
It's
okay,
an hour.
you have to go on this school trip and you're the chaperones. Okay. So the only thing that makes the trip worthwhile is that you get to do it, but there's not enough time where you can all do it separately. So you all
If that's the only thing that makes the trip worthwhile, then you're going on the wrong trip. I'm just saying.
you didn't choose to go on
it's all
that
about-
trip.
You did choose.
No, the
chose to be a
child
chaperone.
chose. The child chose. You were forced to tag along.
No.
Seriously, though, you know what I do love and did love about being a parent and do love about being a grandparent? It gives me the great excuse to go to places like that without looking like a creeper. And that is what's creepy about having a sex room by the hour at Disney, okay? Because
That's
to
not the only
me, like I love
All right, so
Disney.
we have Charles here who says need at least 3 hours.
Well, that then you're going to pay for 3 hours, okay? Like,
If you have 6 people, you guys can split the check. You know, like you guys can all pitch in.
yeah, it's
Also,
like an Airbnb.
if you only have 1 hour with 6 people, then you pair off 20 minutes per pair. You can do it. You know, you're on a time crunch.
I wonder if
It's all about scheduling.
I wonder if it's an option that you can also purchase from Disney ecstasy before going into the room.
Okay, here's my question, right? You know how like in the rides when you're going like towards the end, they take a picture?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Would they do that with this too? Like take a
Of
picture before you
course.
leave the room and then you see it on the screen and then they sell it to you?
Yeah, exactly. Of
They might
course.
as well throw in a video package as well.
And if you don't buy, it's in their next commercial on the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Oh man. So how
We're
about
all
you
going to hell. It's
how
I mean,
okay.
it's a close group. It's a
going
close
to
group, though,
hell?
you know,
We're
because
not
after
the
the Super
ones
Bowl, you
having
go to
sex at
Disney.
Disney. How are we going to hell?
Because we're
I think
talking
if
about it.
you're
Could you
having sex
imagine where the
at
people who do
Disney,
it are going?
wait a minute. If you heard the whole thing too, okay, if you're having sex at Disney where you can see the children out there that you left all
Ew,
alone in
this
the park,
is
and
gross.
you're like doing your wife while watching your children to make sure they're safe. Hello?
That's
I think
gross.
that might be more of the problem. I'm just
Yeah.
saying.
I can't believe they threw children in there. I can't believe they threw the First Amendment thing in there. I just don't understand how this could even be real. For real, though.
Well,
That's just
I think there's going to be an executive order. This is what I'm going to do. If you elect me president, Pipeman for president, 2028, I will do an executive order to make sex in Disney mandatory,
mandatory.
and it will replace the First Amendment, and that'll now be the First Amendment. Freedom of speech will drop
Now,
number
let's
two.
go more in depth. Is this
Freedom of
with the
sex.
people at Disney or with the characters?
Well, that's a whole nother story. If you're a furry, you can pay extra for the characters.
You don't have to be a furry to pay extra for the characters. Stop throwing those poor things under the bus.
Okay,
I'm
here's
not.
my next question. If you're not a furry,
If you're
does
not
that mean you
furry,
just
you're
pay
not
regular
looking
price?
to have sex with one of the characters, are you?
One of the
There's nothing-
princesses, yeah.
I mean, you're only
Send in Tinkerbell, yeah.
well, you know,
Have you seen Cinderella?
worth bagging. I think I like Sleeping Beauty more though, because I'm in.
That's so creepy for me, you know.
I'm into the brunettes, not because she's sleeping, but it would be kind of cool to wake her up though.
Sleeping Beauty was a blonde. Aurora.
Okay, so but I was just watching a show like literally last night where somebody was doing exactly what you would see in Sleeping Beauty, just giving a kiss to wake her up, and she slapped him upside the head, something fierce. So if you go to watch these movies like Sleeping Beauty, please teach your children to not go and just go to random women and that are sleeping and kiss them. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, like,
Please tell them that's not the right thing to do.
It sounds innocent, but when you really think about it, Sleeping
That's
Beauty
what
got
I'm saying.
roofied, right? She got roofied, and only True Love's kids could wake her up. So that means that a bunch of people kissed her without her consent because she wasn't conscious enough to give consent until the right person came along and woke her up.
I'm telling you, that's what I'm saying. Like, these Disney things are evil, and now it's just proved it by putting sex in the actual physical parks instead of rape in the movies.
No, what they did was they just added the adult version of Disney to Disney. Think about it.
In all fairness, people have been having sex in the rides for as long as Disney has been open.
Oh, yeah.
Now they're trying to make it a little bit more private.
It's a small world. It is a great place to have sex because it's such a long ride. You have plenty of time.
There's 6 rows of seats that hold 4 people.
But when the park's empty, it's just you and the person. You've never done it, Rebel?
Not on
or
It's
if
a
it's
Small
just
World.
you and the other person and all the way to the back.
I was like
people-
16 years old at Disneyland, and yeah, it's a small world. With was pretty great world. What a great ride!
Thank goodness.
You know those rides that have like the animatronics. Some
Yeah.
people will actually get off the ride and then do their deed like behind the animatronics.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And listen, okay, when you're 16 years old, you don't need 3 hours. You need like 3 seconds. You need like 3 seconds. Okay.
For a public service announcement, please don't do that in public because you can get yourself on a list that you're on permanently, and it's not a good list.
You want to speak about what the fuck? Okay, we're going to speak about what the fuck, but we're going to talk about one of the subjects coming on Motivational Monday. That's kind of a what the fuck subject too. Okay.
Is it?
Because like, what is it? I was talking with somebody yesterday and it never dawned on me. Did you ever notice that women love serial killers? Like, look at Charlie Manson's women. Look at the women from every single serial killer, the ones that were in their life, not the ones that got killed, the ones that were in their life. Like these women, like adored them. Cult leaders.
Don't go too far behind. Look at Luigi Mangione. Like, how many women are like fawning over him right now?
Right. See?
Like, yeah, like, and it's happening right now.
And Rebel, she fawns over all of them, so she can tell us why, man.
Yeah, the better, the better.
Swamp Nut, can you tell us why women love serial killers? Like, look at Dexter. Dexter gets all the women he wants. Okay, like I want to be a serial killer, so I can get all the women I want.
Okay, well, you have fun with that.
I couldn't actually do it, but it sounds good. But go ahead, tell us what the attraction is, Swamp Nut.
I don't know. I'm not attracted to serial killers.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you sure? How do you know? Maybe
there's a certain group of people that you used to do the deed with. So,
and you might be with people and not even know that they're a serial killer, because if they're doing a deed with you in a different way, not a serial killer way, they don't want you to know they're a serial killer. That ruins.
And if you look at it too, right? Like most of the people in prison that are murderers, it was because of a passion crime, right? And they're the ones that look like really, really tough. The ones that but the serial killers all look very innocent, very like, oh, you would never expect it from that guy.
Exactly. Really? Yeah. All you have to do is look at all the documentaries, like the serial killers, except for like but even Charlie Manson. But most of the serial killers are like clean cut. They don't really stand out. Yeah. You can't look at them and say that's a serial killer.
They don't have tattoos,
and they have a lot of charisma,
a lot of charm.
Yeah. They are the most charming people. I mean, what's his name? I can't believe I'm drawing a blank right now. They have, with the dark hair, Ted Bundy. Ted Bundy was the charmer of all charmers, and women loved him. Okay.
Yeah, women used to show up to his court hearings just to see him.
Right.
Knowing what he had done.
Exactly.
Maybe he did them a favor. Maybe he killed somebody they wanted killed.
He was killing women.
Okay.
But that's kind of it's kind of a what the fuck Wednesday thing, but it's also it's something we're going to talk about relationships on Monday, because I mean, what the fuck? Like what you're teaching our children is that let's aspire to become that, because that's how you get all the women. And we need to change that narrative. Okay.
I don't think that
why do you women pick serial killers over us? Look at Harley Quinn and the Joker. Like, it's everywhere. Tell us why, Rebel.
I don't know why. I guess maybe because today is just tell a fairy tale day.
It's not tell a fairy tale. It's true.
It's tell a fairy.
Today is National
Fairy Tale Day.
Isn't it? Now, come on. That I didn't even know that. That's not even a coincidence that we're talking about sex at Disney and fairy tales on Fairy Tale Day.
Yeah, but sex at Disney, would that be a fairy tale or a fetish?
Well, both. It's both. Yeah, because it's listen.
Or do you just leave it at a magical moment?
Well, because you have the dream wedding at Disney, and then the honeymoon. Now they've included the honeymoon now. So yeah, it's the fairy tale. It's the fairy tale wedding. You get to have your wedding and then have your honeymoon sex right there in Disney while you watch the kids.
Oh, stop adding the kids to it. I mean, when you add kids,
where are the kids?
How much? You know how much anxiety and performance pressure that would put on me to be looking at all my guests for the wedding while I'm like trying to make the wedding official.
Well, that wouldn't bother Rebel
just looking at all the guests.
She's a voyeur. Look at her. Look at her. She would be, oh my God, this is the most amazing thing I've ever done.
Just look at the hair.
No.
That tells you a lot.
You're not into voyeurism, Swamp Nut?
No.
Well,
I don't
usually
like to watch,
people
and I
that wear
don't want people watching.
costumes and do role playing, it's kind of connected to voyeurism. Just saying.
No.
Do you
Okay.
own a pair of binoculars?
No.
Have you ever owned a pair of binoculars?
Yes. Who hasn't?
She's into voyeurism. There you go.
Do you own a pair of edible undies?
No.
Yes, she does. That's what
No.
that means. Yeah, no, that's exactly what
No,
that
I
means.
don't.
Okay.
They're
All right.
sticky.
Here's
and
what
it's
it's
It was
like,
time
part of,
for.
it
All
was
right,
part of our
for
Christmas
roll-ups.
package.
Rebel, we don't want to hear it because you know what it's time for? Okay. We're going to get, remember we said a promise that we were going to talk about something and we were going to play an old clip. And it's actually like it's like some Pipeman outtakes, okay, that we all put together. But we were talking about this. So let's watch. Well, we got to listen to it. Listen to this, okay? And we'll talk about it and we'll see how much you remember, Rebel, of it and how we can comment it because there's something we were going to prove by this video, or not video. It's not video, it's audio when we were just audio. And we're going to prove it right now, Rebel.
Okay.
Roll it, Juan.
Commander.
Yes, my lord.
Who is this Pipeman?
Now tell me.
He leads the galaxy in broadcasting.
I want him and his followers
You like Darth
destroyed
Vader,
immediately.
Yes, my lord.
The dark side cannot have a force this strong stand in its way.
As you wish, my lord.
I've got you now, Pipeman.
Hey, you're listening to The Adventure of Pipeman on W4CY Radio.
Wake up, America! It's time for the Adventures of Pipeman on W4CY.com, West Palm Beach's #1 internet radio station. Here's your host, the Pipeman.
Wake up, human race. Yes, I say human race because we're going to talk about the human race during this show, during the Pipe Peeves. But right now, we have the Adventures of Pipeman, and I'm here with my pipe nuts right here on W4CY Radio. Are you ready, Rebel? And simulcast K4HD Radio. And our first and major, well, Captain Pipe Nut. Welcome, Captain Nutster.
This is Captain Nutster reporting for duty, sir.
Thank you. And then over there in the box, out of our Louisiana studio, although I hate admitting that because, you know, I'm a Yankee, and I don't know what the heck we're doing in Louisiana. But we have our resident there, the Swamp Nut, Rebel Meddler.
Hey, everybody, what's happening?
See, same voice. And next to me, wearing a shirt that needs to get out of
I love
my
a serial
studio.
killer voice.
Ew.
You racist. In times like this that we're experiencing, that there's so much hate and racism, you dare wear that T-shirt in this studio.
How are they racist?
Wait a minute. Okay.
They adapted a black kid and everything, and an Asian kid. I don't think
What shirt do you
I'm
wear?
wearing a Duck Dynasty shirt.
She's asking how they could be racist.
I've never heard anything racist about them.
Are you like not awake? There was a whole controversy about Duck Dynasty.
It was against gay people. Okay.
Okay, so they're not racist. They only hate gay people.
I don't listen. I can like something without supporting some of their views.
What do your lesbian friends think about that show?
They watch it with me.
Well, then that's the problem right there. Okay, you want to sit there and spit out
Chad
prejudice,
laughing.
but yet you're going to support them.
They like the family values, like how they come
family
together as a
values.
unit, as a family. Like I said, I don't condone a lot of things that they say. It doesn't mean that they don't put on a good show, and it doesn't mean that I don't like seeing old-fashioned family values.
Wait a minute.
No, wait.
Okay,
No.
so you're saying that it's okay to have old-fashioned family values
No, I'm not saying.
against gay people?
No, that's not what I'm saying at all. It's just nice to see a family come together like that.
Okay, so it's nice to see a family come together to hate people.
No, that's not what I'm
By the
saying
way,
at all.
this
I'm
is
just saying in general, like they
2016.
have good family values, meaning
9 years
they
ago.
stick together as one
So let
family.
me
They
get-
have each other's back.
Let me get this straight. They sit around and we got each other's back, and we could go out and have each other's back as we do this gay bashing today because we got
That's
some
not what they did.
We got some family values, Rebel.
That's
not what they did.
Okay, let's hear what.
Everybody's entitled to their opinion.
Okay, Peanut, we didn't formally introduce you, but the resident homophobe racist of the show. Let's hear what Rebel has to say about Duck Dynasty. Let's hear it, Rebel.
First of all, I don't follow them, but everyone's entitled
Why
to their
not?
own
You follow
opinion.
every other racist.
What?
Why not? You follow every other racist. You're in Louisiana. You
does not
sleep.
mean-
You sleep with a Confederate flag, and you have sex with the KKK.
I do not.
She's just a proud Southerner.
I am.
It's been going on for
Southerner.
years. So
Juan.
a proud Southerner has sex with the KKK.
I do not have sex with the KKK.
Nobody knows now because KKKs are in suits. They disguise themselves. They don't run around
So,
in the white
actually, that
hoodie.
is true. I do not have sex with anyone that I acknowledge that is in the KKK.
Okay, so wait a minute. Let me get this straight. Have you ever had any kind
Rebel.
of sexual relations with somebody that was in the KKK? That
Yes,
could
I did have oral sex with someone that was a member of the KKK, but after I found out, I no longer did.
Oh,
Okay, so
That was the first time
So you didn't know
Rebel
ahead of
ever
time, then?
admitted
Did
it.
not know ahead of time.
Did you know during?
No.
Wasn't
Actually, that's when he kind of broke the news, and I was like, "What? What? Oh, excuse me? What? No, we're stopping this right now."
What was your first clue? Was it the little white cap on his penis? I'm a lesbian.
Okay,
I'm
so
a
Rebel,
lesbian in training.
you can hear me, right, Rebel?
Oh my God.
I can.
I am.
All right.
You know what I am?
What?
This
You
was
are
what we were
losing
talking
track.
about the
Who are
other
we going to
day.
call? I want to prank call
Who are you
someone.
gonna
All right, we got to think of that, but I just have to say who I am. I am part of a group. It's called Collective Lesbians in Training. Click. Listen to these laughs.
See, we were
Started
talking about
a
this
new
the other day,
organization
Juan.
called Click.
Yep.
And what is your new
I
platform?
can't even Facebook that. I might go back.
Dope.
Collective Lesbians in Training.
We got Clit and Dope.
It's a new cult. I'm gonna make it a cult. I'm like the leader of
So
the
are
cult.
you the head?
Yeah. I'm the head of Clit.
I love you, Rebel. Oh my God.
God
The
help us all.
laughs. The laughs are what's making me laugh. Laughter's
I am the
contagious, for
head
sure.
of Clit. I like how that sounds.
Oh my God.
So you took the head off and said Clint, did you?
Rebel couldn't
Collective
control herself.
Lesbians in Training. That is great.
She can't control herself
I gotta
now.
form like a Facebook group and see how many followers we get.
Oh my God.
Is it an open group or a closed group?
A closed group with
Well-
open source.
Yeah, so Juan, you wouldn't understand that part.
We are
But
terrible.
there used to be
Think
this
about it. That was like one of my most
website
things
for
right there.
online dating
Collective Lesbians in Training. Click.
with people with open source. And it was a joke. It was an onion. It was an onion joke.
Okay.
God help us.
Collective Lesbians in Training. Click. Okay, so you know how they have that show, The Orange is the New Black, and you know how they always say the black is the new pink or whatever they say. Okay, so now
Here's where her kiss
butt,
comes.
The butt is the new vagina.
No. We're not even going to go there.
Yes.
Do you mean the butthole?
Yes, the butthole.
I wouldn't say it's a new vagina.
No.
Have you
We'll leave it
ever
at
had anybody want to lick your butt?
We need the
Michaela?
Here we
butthole
go.
doctor to come
No, I
on and
haven't.
confirm
Have you
this.
ruled it out?
She's not.
I would
even
say it
answering
smells more
what
like
you
an
need
old
to
one, but
know.
okay.
She has not ruled it out. How about you, Rebel?
Noah, it's never been done. Did I rule it out? No, but I think I might because I wouldn't want to kiss the person after. But then again, maybe because I mean.
Well, you set rules, okay? You set rules ahead of time. All kissing must be done prior to butt licking.
I know.
Yeah, I don't want to taste my own crap. That's disgusting.
Listen to the Adventures of Pipeman Monday through Friday on West Palm Beach's #1 internet radio station, W4CY.com. Listener discretion advised.
It's
I
time
would definitely
for our
say so.
morning coffee here on the
All
Adventures
right, we
of
can't-
Pipeman on W4CY
Hey, can you-
Radio. Today, we are
Oh,
going
let's
to wake
see.
you listeners
We gotta get
up
to the part where
with
I talk
Slayer.
about Canada.
Fight till
Okay, because I made a prediction in 2016 of what was going to happen here in 2025 to Canada. So let's see if it's coming up. I don't know. It's somewhere in here. We can't even fast forward.
It's not
We
just
probably
one
should have cut
cancer,
that.
it's all
We should have
about
probably
cancer.
just cut that part
One
out.
world, one people, many resources. It's the Cancer
It's
Support
the
Network
Support
at
Network.
W4CS.com, the newest addition to the entertainment network. Until there's a cure, supporting the whole patient, their caregivers, and family. Radio
And
that
Swamp Nut.
helps. W4CS.com.
We give full support to Swamp Nut.
It's time
She needs
for
it.
our Positively Pipeman segment here on the Adventures of Pipeman.
Oh, this
on
is for
W4CY
Motivational
Radio.
Monday.
And I want to
Well,
share
we'll
with
play it.
you a quote from one of my favorite books of all time. This is my mantra in life. I love it so much that it was even included in my book, Who Said Life Doesn't Come with an Owner's Manual. And
Good time
this
for a
is
picture, Juan.
quote coming out of the book called The Greatest Salesman in the World,
Good
authored
job, Juan.
by Og Mandino. Now, I want everybody to know, all you listeners, if you're saying, well, I'm not a salesperson, this doesn't pertain to me, this isn't about sales. This is about a mindset, a belief system, a way of life. If you think this way, you will think as if. And if you think as if, you will get everything you want out of life. And it goes like this. I will persist until I succeed. I was not delivered unto this world in defeat, nor does failure course in my veins. I am not a sheep waiting to be prodded by my shepherd. I am a lion, and I refuse to talk, to walk, to sleep with the sheep. I will hear not those who weep and complain, for their disease is contagious. Let them join the sheep. The slaughterhouse of failure is not my destiny. I will persist until I succeed.
That part
It's
should be
time
played
for
everywhere.
Politically Pipeman.
Oh, here it is. Here it is.
Yes,
here it
that's
is.
right. It's the political segment
Here's the
of
prediction.
the Adventures of Pipeman.
Dun-dun-dun.
For those of you that know me know I am both a liberal and a conservative. I don't believe in labels. I don't believe in sides. I believe that you should really evaluate all sides of the scale. And with that, I have some things to talk about. We are so divided right now. Everybody has to take a side. Every side is
Oh
arguing
my
with
God,
the
it
other
hasn't
side.
changed since
At the end of the
2016.
day, we are not Democrats. We are not Republicans. We are Americans. And this is the United States of America. Instead of picking a side, instead of doing the he said, she said, why don't you just vote with your heart? And if you're going to vote with your heart, why not
There it
vote
is.
for the person you really love? Vote Pipeman for Prez.
Hey, folks, this is Bill Clinton. I listen to W4CY.com.
Oh my God.
And just
I
remember,
can't believe
I did not have sexual
that is
relations without
so relevant 9 years later.
Bring back the good old days, and I will have sexual relations with that woman. Vote Pipeman for Prez.
At Disney. We'll have to update that commercial say at Disney. I know you missed it. It wasn't there. It's somewhere here. It's not disturbed. Let's see. Is it this?
The adventure continues here on the Adventures of Pipeman, W4CY Radio, simulcast K4HD Radio. Remember to follow the Pipeman everywhere on all social media. Wherever there's social media, there's Pipeman Radio. Follow me. What?
Like I said before, God help us all.
God help us all. And we just had some spiritual readings here on the show. And what a great segue, Captain Nutster. The darkness showing us the light. That was Disturbed. They're going to be appearing at some of the festivals on the Pipeman Radio Tour coming up. And what a segue we're going to have, because we're going from spirit to sex. And, you know, in the break, I had to kind of do some research on my multiple orgasms. Then we're going to talk about that a little bit, too. I had to do some, I had to go to the lab and do a science experiment on it. And then,
that was quick.
Yeah, so
Just saying.
Yes, Captain Nuts.
Is it okay?
Well, I don't know. I think I'm going to need some help from the next guest, to tell you the truth. But before we get to the next guest, I have a little segue into that, because everybody knows that listens to the Adventures of Pipeman that we have a special offer that the Pipeman has that could also help you with multiple orgasms. Oh, my God, Rebel, these people are nuts. And I don't mean people, I mean women. They are absolutely nuts. And you know what?
That means you, Swamp Nut.
Because they are such stalkers, I have designed a new bed and breakfast. This bed and breakfast is where you, my listeners, female listeners that is, can come to the Pipe Game.
Glad I was specific
Service
there.
the Pipe Man all night long, serve me breakfast, and then leave. It's the Pipe Man Groupon. Normally $199 per night. Special offer for you now.
I don't think we had the commercial yet.
$99. That's right,
No.
ladies. Get your Pipe Man
I think this
Groupon
was the beginning.
now. Okay, so real quick, because we're running out of time. Did you hear the latest with Trump?
Here it is.
I think I was watching the Chelsea Lately show on Netflix, and I might have heard something about it. Is it about Trump University?
No, this is a report on the Pipe Man Facebook. It's the only place you can find it.
Okay.
Okay? And basically, I got insider information that Donald Trump has now threatened Canada.
Oh my God! What an idiot! We have enough enemies, guy. How about you shut your flippin' mouth?
He's an equal opportunity basher.
No, but here's the problem.
I'll give him that.
I don't say I disagree with him. Here's the problem. All these Americans keep saying if he's elected that they're going to move to Canada. So what he did was, you know, he's trying to stop immigration, but he doesn't want people to leave either, you know, because if we don't have anybody here, how does it help the economy?
Absolutely.
So he threatened Canada and said if they allow any of the fleeing Americans in and give them refugee status or whatever, that he will send a nuke over there.
Oh, my sweet baby Jesus.
Yep.
I mean, like I said, I agree on some of the things that Trump says. Like, you know, he doesn't have bad views, but he definitely is not going about it the correct way.
Well, let me ask you a question, Peanut.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so the reason I posted this on Facebook is because when people post stuff on Facebook, they don't even check. They just run with it, argue with each other, and think it's all true.
Oh, my God, exactly.
Okay, so here's the thing. Did it not fill into you that I said the only place you could find this news was on my Facebook?
Which means it's only a Pipe Man.
It's pipe news.
It's a lie.
I know.
But you fell right into it. That's the problem today. That's the pipe peeve.
But it doesn't...
The pipe peeve is you can say anything about anybody at any given time, put it on social media, and people think it's true.
Okay, well, I did think it was true. I wasn't registering that you could only find it on the Pipe Man, but it doesn't
That's
take...
because you're an idiot.
Well, sometimes.
D, we call it pipaganda.
Yeah. But in the same retrospect, it's still like what he says. I do agree on
All
some
right,
of
you
his
know what?
views.
I have a request for you.
Absolutely.
Can you get a tall glass to shut the hell up? Because we got to end the show. Oh, crap. Are we having problems with the internet? Rebel, can you call Comcast for us, please?
Oh yeah, let me get on that.
Funny thing, I did call Comcast.
You have
I couldn't
called
set it up. I had a
W4CY
problem.
Radio. How
They're
can I
coming
help you?
tomorrow
Hello,
to try
I'm
and do it
calling
for
from
this show.
Comcast. I have an appointment set up for you.
We would definitely like you to come on over to the office and take care of business. Why don't you?
I'm sorry, ma'am, it's all booked. We will have to come next month. Can I please have your account number to schedule the appointment?
Oh, definitely. It's 99666. Bite me, you
Bite me,
blowhole.
you
Okay, let
blowhole.
me repeat. 99666. Bite me,
There's the
you
Chad laugh
blowhole.
again.
I do not know what you mean. Okay, and can you tell me who your second grade teacher was for verification, please?
Mr. Horny.
Sorry, that information is incorrect. Could you please provide the correct information?
Listen to the Adventures of Pipeman Monday through Friday on West Palm Beach's #1 internet radio station, W4CY.com. Listener discretion advised.
Okay, end it. Okay, because that's just the outro. But what we have to do right now, because we're out of time, but this is so apropos because of this. This is why I'm mad about the prediction. I was talking about it in 2016, and then we had this hockey game, and Canada won, and oh my God, they would have been devastated if they lost because that's all they have in Canada is hockey. Hockey and Rush is already gone. Now they wouldn't have hockey either, but check this out.
He looks forward to watching the game tonight, and we look forward to the United States beating our soon-to-be 51st state, Canada.
Does President Trump have a bet with Trudeau about this USA-Canada hockey game tonight? And when there is a big hockey game on, is the president watching for the goals or for the fight?
Probably both. I think he's watching for the United States to win tonight. I know he talked to the USA hockey team this morning. He talked to the players after their morning practice around 10 o'clock. And I also spoke to some folks from that team after. They were jubilant over President Trump's comments to the team. I believe they're going to put out a video of that call. So he looks forward to watching the game tonight, and we look forward to the United States beating our soon-to-be 51st state, Canada.
Okay. There's my final what the fuck for What the Fuck Wednesday. Because, like, what the fuck? Why would you say that? It's not funny, okay? It would be funny if Pipeman said it. But the White House press secretary saying that's like a child in first grade saying you have cooties.
I mean, in all fairness, she is pretty young, so
of course she
her,
is.
Her sense of humor is going to be different.
I mean, I would bang her, but
yeah, I think she's what? She's 28.
Perfect.
No.
Yeah, and that's part of the reason why she became the press secretary.
Yeah, I mean, like, would you say that, Juan?
Well, that she's attractive and bangable? Yeah.
Well, that too, yeah. Would you get up there if you were the press secretary and say that?
I would not.
Yeah. What the fuck? All right, that's enough what the fucks for today because I'm about up to here in what the fucks, okay? And yes. Okay, one final thing, and then we're gonna say roll it, Juan. But everybody make sure, reach out to me, Pipeman Radio on all socials. You can win tickets to Louder Than Life. And so here's what you gotta do. Do you know who was doing these for the Comcast person? Or was that a real call? Juan. That's questions for you, Juan.
I'm going to go ahead and say it's a real call.
I'm going to say what I said to D. I'm going to, please don't take offense. Like now in 2025, I have to say, don't take offense before I say this. You're an idiot. We'll let everybody wonder about that. Why don't you just write me on social media, Pipeman Radio, tell me whose voice did the Comcast call, and you will be entered to win Louder Than Life tickets. Because it's going to be badass. You're not going to want to miss it. We have somebody that revealed a response in the comments. Okay, that's it. End the show. Roll it, Juan, before anybody else sees that. Thanks for listening.
Thank you for listening to the Adventures of Pipeman on W4CY Radio.